Hello there, my name is Peter Thomson. I'm delighted to welcome you to this message from TGI Mondays. Start your week with a resounding yes. And today I'd like to talk about books and informational products, but particularly about books and a question that people ask me. Now, one of the questions people ask me is, Peter, should I write a book? In which case I respond, why would you want to? And the answers that come from that are illuminating and a subject for another day for our conversation. But for today, I want to talk about a different question, which is this one. What's the first thing you write when you've decided to write a book, or an informational product, or a mentoring program, or a coaching program, or an online product, or an offline product? What's the first thing you write? Now, I've asked that question of lots and lots of people, and here are some of the answers they've given me. The title, the chapters, the reason why, a description of the person that the information is aimed towards, what's called the avatar, the goal for how many it will be sold, and on and on and on. But the best answer, I believe, and this is after me creating over the last 30 years hundreds, and I do mean hundreds of informational products. I've lost track of how many there are. This is my take on what I think is the question that we need to ask before we start writing anything at all, and it's this. What's the promise? Yes, the promise to the reader, the watcher, the listener, the client, the recipient of the information. What is the promise of that piece of information in whatever form it's being delivered? What will the book enable them to be, enable them to do, enable them to have, enable them to enjoy, enable them to avoid? What are the various things that are going to be the outcomes, the results, the enjoyment for them? Is it money? Is it being more successful in some way? Is it avoiding a problem they've got? Is it capitalizing on an opportunity? I'm a voracious reader, by the way, as I think you probably know from previous things I've said. In the Robert Collier letter book, which is this one, which I'm rereading at the moment and highlighting it as I go through it. I tend to read them once just straight through, just assimilate the information. The second time round I read them and then make notes on little bits of card as I go through so I can refer to it quite easily. In there, Robert Collier states there are 6 prime motives: love, gain, duty, pride, self-indulgence, and self-preservation. Let me say them again slowly for you. Love, gain, duty, pride, self-indulgence, and self-preservation. Now, here's a different way of thinking about the promise. In The Lazy Man's Way to Riches by Joe Carbo, another brilliant book all about writing and copywriting, and you can see I've already been through this one and added my highlights in and bits of card. And in this one, and I've made a note of here for us, he says there are 4 human motivators: reincarnation, recognition, romance, and reward. Not a dissimilar list. And finally, in the How to Write a Good Advertisement by Victor O. Schwab, another of the books that I've been through in lots and lots of details. Fantastic book, by the way, absolutely brilliant book. In here, Victor O. Schwab says these are the things to consider when writing an advertisement, which are the same things that we consider when writing an informational product such as a book. Here they are: better health, more comfort, more money, more leisure, greater popularity, pride of accomplishment, improved appearance, security in old age, praise from others, business advancement, social advancement, increased enjoyment of life. Now, with all of those, I'm sure you and I can find one that links to the promise of the information we're going to be providing within the product that we're creating. So I would urge you, before you write anything, whether it's an email, whether it's a report, whether it's a web page, whether it's a book, whether it's a mentoring program, whether it's a speech to stand on stage and deliver, whether it's a webinar, whatever that communication is going to be in whatever form, I would urge you to think about the promise. The promise that I had for you today was that you would have greater clarity about the steps to take in creating an informational product, knowing that the first step, before writing the title or the chapters or anything else, would be to be absolutely crystal clear on the promise. Perhaps if you've got any comments, you could put them down there and we can start a dialogue. Always happy to do that, as you know. I love putting these together for you and I'm looking forward to the next one. But in the meantime, I wish you every success in all your adventures in life as you have freedom from everything that may have held you back and freedom to be, do and have whatever you set your heart and mind upon. Always in that order. Be it, do it and have it. See you on the next one. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos. Then click to watch the next video. Remember to visit our website at peterthomson.com and download your free copy of my latest book, How to Write Your Business Book in 5 days or less. Until next time, every success.